Hey lunar scientists, back at it again. Here we go. You will need your interactive notebook, and then in the mailbox you have two columns of the lunar scientist papers. So the first column has your vocab, and then you've already completed the moon phases, what they look like, on page 10. So we're going to do page 11. This requires 3 pages, and they all say the lunar cycle flip book, and they have like small pictures of the moon, and they're all 3 different. Okay, so press pause and you'll need to go get those. Oh, and by the way, you should also get scissors and glue. Okay, get those and come back. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is cut all around the edge. And remember that we cut on the solid line, so don't cut off that flap. That's a folding flap, that dotted line. Okay, on all 3. So again, press pause and cut them out. The first paper that you need to look for is the one that says shade the moons to indicate which area is light and which area is dark. Okay, and that's all it says on it besides the circles. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to do this for everyone, the shading part. You don't have to label everyone, but you do have to label this one. Okay, so we're going to start here. Here's the sun, and here's the earth. So when the sun's light hits the moon, it reflects back to the sun, and we do not see any of that reflected light. And so this is a new moon, and we're going to go up here, a waxing crescent. Notice that the crescent is white on the right. Okay, this is what we can see. We see the white, not the dark. Okay, and then again, pause if you need to, okay, because I'm going to go probably pretty fast. Up at the top, the white is on the right, and it's only halfway shaded, and that's the first quarter. The waxing gibbous, there's just a little dark crescent. Okay, gibbous is big, so what we see is getting bigger. Okay, and then we have the full moon. Okay, going down here, this is the waning gibbous. Notice that the dark part here is opposite the dark part here. You need to make sure that you have that on your paper as well. Okay. The third quarter, notice up here, this side is dark, this side is white. It's the opposite. Okay, white and dark. This is the third quarter. And then, same thing, we have the waning crescent. Okay, it wanes off, it's going off, it's getting darker. We can't see it. Okay, and it's a crescent because of that little banana. And again, they're opposite, so make sure that you have that correct. Okay, I'm going to hold it here, and then if you need to, you can pause it and check your work. Okay, the next paper you are going to find, it says the same thing, shade the moons and indicate what we would see, how we would see the moon if we were standing on Earth. We're not going to label this time, but you are going to shade. Okay, and then which direction does the moon revolve around the Earth? I want to change my answer. Okay, yeah, even I make mistakes. It's okay. And the answer is counterclockwise. Okay, and again, I'll hold this up here so you can see it. Counterclockwise. That means opposite the direction of the clock. Okay? And then the third page. The third page. Oops, sorry. Approximately how many days does it take from, approximately, how many days does it take to go from one moon phase to another? The answer, 3.5 days. Okay. Next one, approximately how many days does it take to complete 1/4 of the revolution? So you would be at the first quarter, or full moon, or third quarter, or new moon. Those are the quarters. Okay, 7 days. And approximately how many days does it take to complete the entire lunar cycle? 29.5 days. So I just looked it up again just to make sure, and I saw anywhere from 27 to 29.5. I even saw 28 in there, so I'm just going to go with 29.5. All right, don't forget your shading. I'll hold it right here. Okay, all right, now you're going to put those in order. So that first page where we had all the phases labeled, and then you have the counterclockwise, and then you have that the time frames. Okay, and so if you put them all together, all the folds are together. And what I want you to do is you're going to, starting on that very back, okay, right here, you're going to take your glue stick. I'm going to do it right here. I haven't put it in my notebook yet. And I'm going to glue right here. And fold it together. Okay. And there's one page that's not sticking. Okay. So see how these two are glued together, but this one is not, so I'm going to put some glue right there. Just take this back paper here. Sorry, I just put some glue on that flap. And I'm going to slide it underneath there. Got to line it up. Okay. Now I have kind of like this little book. And now we're only going to put glue right here on this little piece right here. And it probably is going to work if you hold it in your hand. Sorry, let me move. Right here. Right here, like that. And now I'm ready to glue it into my interactive notebook. Do you remember what page I told you? That's right, page 11. Page 11 just fits right nice and snug. Okay, make sure your papers aren't stuck together. And that's page 11. So you have the moon phases right next to one another. Okay, they're so confusing sometimes. And so if we keep doing them over and over different ways, I know you'll get it. Okay? I will see you back here shortly for your next interactive notebook page. Okay? And remember, go Hawks!